All right, welcome to your Homeschool Doula and another episode of how to better utilize your library for homeschoolers. We have Christina again today showing us this cool cupboard of magicness. So take it away.
Ooh, I feel like we need to label it that. It's
Yes.
the cupboard of magicness. This has all kinds of kits. We call them our discovery kits. This is one of my new favorites. It has all sorts of things for exploring the wild. We've got our field guide to birds, our animal tracks field guide. Comes with a couple of sets of binoculars. Here's a fun little fact. The photos in this book were all taken by my father-in-law. We've got the bird watching nature discovery kit. If hand lettering is more your thing, here's a hand lettering kit. So it's got some books to practice in, see how they're laminated. It's got the markers, so you can pick up.
You can
hand
write
lettering.
right in here.
Yeah.
And then you just start writing
And then erase it. Yeah.
What?
Yes.
That's so cool.
Isn't that fun?
My little artist girl is gonna love this.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. That's fantastic.
I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah, whether you're 5, 55, 95, it's a fun one. Basic for kids.
Oh, these aren't just
these
normal
look
blocks.
like, yeah, so they look like just regular Legos, but they connect. You can make
What?
them into circles and things, so just another
That's
fun way
crazy.
to play with some builders.
And how long can you check these things out?
3 weeks.
What?
So, we don't want parents to have any surprises. So these can be checked out on adult cards because some of the
That's smart.
materials would be more expensive to replace
Uh-huh.
than the typical item. We don't want your child to come. I mean, we want them to check it out. We also don't want you to get a $200 bill because the
Thank you.
telescope
Thank you.
never came back. Yes,
Appreciate it.
we'd like you to know that it's happening. So, but a couple of the kits that are most popular we don't have in right now are metal detector kits.
We checked that out. It's pretty
Yes,
cool.
awesome. And rock tumbler kits.
Check that out. It was crazy. We didn't
Love.
realize it took like
Ugh.
weeks and weeks and
It's
weeks
true.
to work.
When we got it, yes, I decided to test one once thinking, and it was like, oh, I'll take this over the weekend, no big deal. No, it takes the full 3 weeks, and sometimes longer depending on how
Right.
beat up and rough the rocks are your work. We have Homeschool Resources, or anyone practicing
help.
resources.
Yeah.
Like these fraction circles that have all their little pies divided up into different sections. These ones are magnetic, so
Cool.
they're kind of fun to put on like a whiteboard or anything, the fridge.
And what happens if I lose one of these little tiny pieces?
It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
So our goal is to get these into your hands. If we can tell you, regularly feed the resources to the puppies, that's problematic. If a piece or two goes missing, we can order other pieces.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Yes. Right? If you want to access our audiobooks, here's a CD player for that very purpose. You can check it out.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So there's another way to be able to
We've got
listen
2 of
to them.
those.
At least. I'll have to look.
Okay.
There is a little shoe tying kit. Some of them have lots of pieces. This particular one
Aw,
just has instructions for tying a shoe and a little foam shoe.
that's so cute.
So you can just sit there and practice shoe tying.
I love that.
Isn't that fun?
This is the one my little 8-year-old has checked out several times. It has a whole bunch of knots you can tie. Well, it has like little books of how to tie and has like all the instructions on that. And then it's just a bag of ropes. Just a bag of ropes. He makes forts out of these ropes in his bedroom, on his bunk bed, all the time. All the time.
That is fantastic. Oh, I love that. We also have these favorite things kits. They are intended, and they can be used by anyone, but they're intended for those experiencing memory loss.
Oh.
And so this particular one is a patriotic one. And so it's got things for Independence Day, the red, white, and blue, that can kind of help spark memories and help your loved one, someone that you're working with,
Yeah.
maybe remember some stories that wouldn't have been sparked otherwise. Oh, here we have a 3D pen.
What?
I know, I know, right?
Does that exist?
And I'll be honest, I haven't used this one yet, but essentially, plastic filament feeds in one end, and it melts it, and you can draw or
What?
you know, like slowly build something up. Just make
That's
tiny
so
little
crazy.
creations with 3D.
It's like a
printing
3D
pen.
printer, but
Yeah.
just tiny.
Just a tiny little, yeah.
What? And can you just use up the entire thing and it's fine?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we have refills for all sorts of things. So if there's something in the kit, like obviously the pen needs to come back.
Right.
Each one has a list of what needs to come back, but we realize the filament will not come back. That's something that's intended to be used up and replaced each time it comes in and out.
Cool.
This one is a stop motion animation kit.
Check that one out. So cool.
Awesome. Metal stamping. It's got all the little, you know, if you've seen those cute necklaces or, you know, like dog tags, anything like that, it's got all the little letters to print. Got your little hammer, and you can make your own metal art.
Oh my goodness.
We also have leather burning
So
kits.
check that one out. That one is tricky.
Is it?
They have to be so gentle with their hand. They have to
Interesting.
go slowly and work on like how they hold it just right. It really helps my kids focus and go slowly.
Ooh, some good mindfulness practice.
Yes.
That is excellent news. So it's just a really fun pop-up book. Once again, if it gets ripped,
What?
it's intended to be in children's hands. We only put them up so that you don't get the surprise that, oh, my 2-year-old just found 30 of these and ripped them to shreds. Like, we want you to know that you've got a pop-up book, but
That's so
we're not worried about it.
cool.
We want kids to be engaged with them.
So do you have more of these pop-up books?
We do, yes.
Oh my goodness, how did I not know about this, Christina?
Oh my goodness. There are so many things. We have reporter kits where you can record your own podcast or like radio episode.
Okay.
Um,
Your child wants to be a YouTube star. There you go.
exactly. Not unlike you.
Oh, haha.
We have microscopes. Anyway, all sorts of
Okay.
things. And we're always adding new kits.
And then we have even more stuff around the corner. Come with us.
So we have things like Candyland, Chutes and Ladders. People might think, what do games have to do with libraries? First of all, it's fun. And any connections you make with your children are fantastic. Those will help both of you as they grow older. Also, they'll learn things like counting, taking their turn, sharing, disappointment. If there was ever something disappointing in life, I feel like it's these two games.
Great life lessons for kids and
Yes.
grown-ups.
Yeah, oh, isn't that the truth? Let's see, we've got Jenga. This little guy is called the Rocktopus.
Oh, that's
Thank you. And the Rocktopus has just some different instruments plugged in. Let's see.
So your kid gets a nice noisy toy for a short amount of time and then give it back to the library.
Yes. And we've got your back. If you are done with the Rocktopus, you bring it in and we'll make up any rule you need, parents. You know, like, oh, I'm sorry, Rocktopus has to come back now. This is the crayon kit, so it comes with some coloring pages, books about crayons,
Oh.
and then little crayon puppets.
Oh, it's adorable.
So, the one nice thing about these is they only count as one item on your card. So, you can get a few books and some things to use without maxing out your card.
So you have quite a few of these story time.
Yes.
Like quite
Yes,
a few.
several years back, as part of a professional development day, every librarian was asked to think of a theme, request the books to be ordered, find some things to add into the kit, and then the community can enjoy those.
We have all the stuff up in the front in the what's it called?
Discovery. The
Cupboard of Magicness.
Yes, the Cupboard of Magicness. Or the Discovery Kit case.
The
you know,
Discovery
yeah.
Kit case. That's
Yeah.
the more broadly well-known
Right.
title.
Yeah.
And you have all these other ones up here for more like the younger.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
Thank you, Christina. I'm excited to go check out more stuff and learn with my kid with some interesting things.
Excellent. Thank you.